Yeah, that's right. I think that with Dan McKeon at center, I don't know how many people Canton have really at that size to control him. And a couple key players stepped down, like Mark Wolf used to play, and he was a big man, but now all they really have is Hartke and Ammons. Do you think they could stop McKeon down low?
I don't know. I think you see McKeon at 6'6", as is Dave Ball for Salem. But on the Canton side, you have a 6'4" Hartke, a 6'4" Ammons, 6'5" Brian Samolsky. Those people, they are tough. All three of those are tough inside players, and they can control anybody down in the paint. We're about ready to get things started here at the Canton Gymnasium. Set to jump are Dan McKeon and Ron Hunter. The whistle is blown. The ball is jumped, and it is controlled. Plymouth Canton Ted Dox. Bringing it down real quick, passing off Rob Johnson. Johnson to Hunter. Hunter to Mark Sanborn. Now to Brandon Hartke, to Rob Johnson. Now to Mark Sanborn. Now to Ron Hunter. Ron Hunter has it. Passes off to Ted Dox, top of the key. Now to Hunter again. Now to Johnson. Now to Sanborn. Sanborn keeping it outside on the perimeter. Now to Hartke. And again to Hunter. Canton has not made an inside move yet. They've kept it outside the three-point range. Now Hunter moves just inside three-point arc. Takes shot, no good. Rebound, nobody, out of bounds, going Salem's way.
Now, Salem plays excellent team defense. If you notice, I believe they were in the 3-2, and they just kept them on the outside there. Canton not able to get any inside penetration.
Canton can't do much with this game if they don't have an inside game. Justin Marcus bringing it up court. He's got it, driving in, takes the shot, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Brandon Hartke. Passes to Rob Johnson, now to Ted Dox. Ted facing that 3-2 you just mentioned. Now to Hunter, puts up the shot, no good from outside. And picking it up is Justin Marcus again, bringing it down court, double-teamed, looking for somewhere to go. Inside, passes it off to Doug Harriman, who dribbles around a bit, whistle, foul. And I believe the Rocks.
Who was that foul on? I don't know. I didn't really see a lot of contact there.
Ted Dox.
All right, I think that was a little bit of a weak call, but I don't know. That's okay.
I don't know. Ref's got a better view.
Yep.
Doug Harriman now has it off the inbounds, puts it up, puts it in. First two of the ball game belong to Doug Harriman and the Salem Rocks.
That was a good play. Harriman created his own shot and got a really good look at the basket. Now, you can't give him looks like that.
Ron Hunter, top of the key. Now to Rob Johnson. Johnson looking for somewhere to go, facing that 3-2. It's kept Canton out of the paint as of yet. Now to Mark Sanborn, top of the key, and he's hacked.
Heck by Harriman. He let Sanborn turn the corner on him. Sanborn was ready to drive into the lane and make a play. All he could do was foul.
And that is not a good thing to have Harriman committing fouls with 6:22 to go first quarter. And now Ron Hunter gives it to Ted Dox, puts up the three. Good!
Ted
Dox.
What can you say about Ted? Can't let him...
Nothing much. Except for Trey.
Exactly.
Justin Marcus. Whistle, foul underneath, away from the ball.
Like you said, John, the key is down low. There's been a lot of pushing around, Whoever controls it down low is probably going to win this game.
And it looks like the control. The foul is going on Dan McKeon. Team's second, Canton's ball. Ted Dox, point guard for the Chiefs Emeritus, brings it up the court. Now passes off to Rob Johnson. Johnson to Sanborn. Sanborn passes it off. Dox again for three. Good!
Ted, again. Can't let him take those shots. He's got to get better D on him.
He's got a cannon for arms. 6'2" Chiefs. And now down court, Dan McKeon was around. Another foul, hack.
We see a lot of pushing around. This is a lot of physical game. The guys' hearts are all into this one. So you're going to see a lot of pushing around all day.
Hartke picking up his first team second. Inbounds for Salem, belonging to Doug Harriman. You were saying, Greg, that you can't let Ted have that three because he'll make it all night.
Yeah.
And you're right. And now is Marcus's dribbling, whistle, foul. It's going against the Chiefs, and it'll be Salem's ball underneath their own basket.
Again, another foul's called. That's been like a foul every single time down the court for both these teams. So it's a really physical game here. We're going to see a lot of bruising, a lot of substitution. Samolski's coming in for Hartke now. That probably was Hartke's second.
Hartke's second foul, team's third on the night. Now Doug Hammond underneath off the inbounds pass. Hacked. Again, that is a foul of possession. You're right.
Yeah. You know, that's the team fourth foul already, and we've only played 2.5 minutes.
5:26 to go first quarter.
The refs are going crazy here.
And now it'll be a shooting foul, as the ref said that Harriman had the shot going there. Not too sure about that, but he puts up his first shot. It's good. 6-3, Chiefs up.
Now, the first rule of defense, you know, is that you should never leave your feet. And what we see here is like Ron Hunter going for the swat and trying to make the big block.
McKyon misses his second. Rebound pulled down by number 22, Kirk Craigs, but he steps on the line. It'll be Canton's basketball. The foul, by the way, was on Brian Samolski, his first in 1 second of play, team's fourth. Mark Sanborn now to Ted Dox in the paint. Ted passes off to Samolski, and now back out to Dox. Now to Ron Hunter. Hunter staying on the perimeter. Now to an open Rob Johnson, who dribbled around for a bit, let his defender catch up to him. Now to Ron Hunter. Hunter looking for somewhere to go, looking for some paint, some of that red gold down there.
Salem's 2-3, just frustrating Canton's offense.
And he's still got it. Now passes off Ted Dox, top of the key. Dox staying on the perimeter, gives to Samolski, puts it up, no good. Long rebound. Justin Marcus picks it up for the Rocks. Passes off Doug Harriman. Harriman for three, no good. Rebound, Mark Sanborn off the tip by Ted Dox. Now a long outlet pass to Ron Hunter, puts it up off the bottom of the basket. Rebound.
I think Sanborn should have slowed that one down there. We could have gotten a much better shot.
We being Canton, that is.
Yeah, me being a Canton fan.
You being well, yes.
Yep.
James McDonald on the rebound there for the Rocks, brings it down court, and there was a out-of-bounds violation on Canton as they tipped it away. Canton will have the basketball on Salem as they threw it away. Canton will have the basketball now, and Ted Dox driving all the way, gets a whistle and a foul, and
pretty sweet move by Ted there, even though he got fouled.
You are a Ted fan.
Oh, I am. A lot of fouling going on down there. Real physical game.
Justin Marcus picks up his first team third. Salem steals Canton's up inbounds pass. Justin Marcus taking it down, takes a shot, no good. Gets his own rebound, no scuffle for the ball on the floor. Jump ball. It'll go Salem's way.
They got a little sloppy down there. Ted throwing a pass in the ground there, and Salem was able to intercept it and bring it down. Now it's their ball again. Salem's ball, at least.
What can you do? Inbounds pass. Plymouth Salem to Dan McKyon. Puts it up, puts it in. 6-5. Chiefs only up one.
That was an excellent set play, crowding the middle and just having McKyon step in and take the easy shot. Good play by Salem.
Sanborn now for the Chiefs. Gives it to Dox, staying on the perimeter. They have not seen much paint time tonight from the Canton.
Not at all. That stifling 2-3 defense. Salem, great team. Knows how to play like a team very well.
Rob Johnson now off to Mark Sanborn. Sanborn looking for somewhere to go with it. Finds Ted Dox at the free throw line. Dox dribbles back out, top of the key for three. No good. Maybe he's getting a bit three addicted. James McDonald brings down the rebound, giving it off to Justin Marcus. Now to Doug Harriman, back into McDonald, looking for somewhere to go. Finds McKyon, puts it up, no good.
Salem's just controlling the paint. You see the 2-3 defense? Canton hasn't got one shot in the paint yet, but Salem, they've made one shot from the paint and had another excellent opportunity there. McKyon just didn't convert.
And the times when they didn't put up shots, they had the ball in the paint the entire time. So Salem is really winning the battle of that red strip down there, which is so key to both teams' games. The foul is on Ron Hunter.
Look for another set play here off the inbounds. I guess they didn't have the time to run it because Canton was playing good inside D.
And Doug Harriman off the inbounds pass gives it to Canton. There's a whistle and a foul. Ted Dox, it appears, had a little shove given to him. A little welcome present down on the Salem end of the floor.
Ted Dox's second foul, and there's only in the first quarter already.
Ted Dox picked up that foul.
Yeah, second foul. But Sanborn steals the ball, and he gets mugged. My goodness.
That'll be a Salem foul. I was a bit surprised to learn that Dox picked up his second foul on that. Looks like he was the one that hit the floor, but maybe he pushed off to do it. That's what it is, his second, team's fifth.
I bet Sanborn will make these 2 free throws. He's a really good free throw shooter.
He has always been good from the line. It's Justin Marcus the second, by the way, on the foul. Puts up the shots good. 7-5. 2:57 to go, first quarter of play.
Not a lot of offense here in this first quarter. Canton not able to find a shot in the paint, and Salem's just not converting.
And now Sanborn's second shot. Up, no good. Rebound, James McDonald. McDonald to Nate Ledbetter, seeing his first action tonight. Now gives it off to Craigs. Craigs looking for somewhere to go. Finds Doug Harriman. Harriman looking inside. McKyon puts it up, puts it in. 7 up.
Did you see that great play there? What they did is they waited until the double team came, and then they just dumped it off to McKyon for the easy layup. Excellent team play there.
I certainly saw that, and I don't think Dan Young, who was right in front of it, liked to see it any more than I did.
Rob Johnson creating his shot. Oh, just couldn't convert. Oh.
And a whistle. It appears out of bounds violation.
Great inside move by Johnson. It's just a pity he couldn't convert. It's a tie game now. 2:18 left to go.
First quarter of play.
I wonder what
James McDonald waiting to inbound. Does so to Doug Harriman. Harriman dribbling up court, guarded Dox. Now gives it up. Dan McKyon driving into paint. Puts it up. He was fouled.
Dan McKyon, knowing he can use his size to his advantage, seeing as how there aren't that many players on Canton that can compare with him. So he's just bulling it in there, getting the shots and getting the fouls. Was that the team's 7th foul? Canton's 7th foul?
Yes.
They're in the bonus now, so.
Canton's 7th foul, as you said. So Salem will be shooting 1-and-1s from here on out to the end of the half. Shooting will be Dan McKyon. That makes his first. Foul was on Mark Bray, his first.
Salem takes the lead now, 8-7. I see it as a seesaw game all day.
And I tend to agree with you. 9-7 as McKyon swishes the second. Now gives it up to Bray for Canton. Sanborn driving. Forced back out by Salem's D. Now gives off Hunter. Now to Matt Ammons. Gives it back to Sanborn. Sanborn driving paint. First paint. Oh! Rejected with Sanborn.
Oh,
that was a play. Doug Harriman passes inside. Tipped by Mark Sanborn going out of bounds.
Sanborn ate that ball there. I don't want to see that happening to Canton.
Inbounds pass stolen by a very aggressive Ted Dox. Driving coast to coast, puts it up. No. Good. Rebound. Ted Dox. And now he steps out of bounds, giving the basketball to the Plymouth Salem Rocks.
What can you say about Ted? Creating that situation there, stealing the ball, and then stealing the ball again. It just went out of bounds. Such a pity.
A great player like that, sometimes the out-of-bounds lines aren't good to him.
Yep.
Nate Ledbetter bringing it up court for the Rocks. Now to Doug Harriman, guarded Dox. Look of extreme sheer concentration on Ted's face. Now back to Ledbetter, back to Harriman. Harriman outside the three-point arc. Inside to Dave Ball. The ball hit the out-of-bounds line. The question is, off of who? No, excuse me, foul. Bull was fouled. The Giant out there on the floor.
Can't get into the foul trouble. They're really not that deep as a team. And we already see 18 fouls in the first quarter.
Ron Hunter picking up his second whistle. Here's the first shot for Bull. He misses the front end of the 1-and-1. And there's a whistle and a foul, and Salem will go to the line as Canton commits its 9th team foul.
I think that's Ted's 3rd foul.
Ouch.
How many fouls are you allowed in high school? 5 or 6?
5.
Just 5? Uh-oh. Ted's got to watch himself from now on. I think he's coming out now in favor of Dante. Dante Scott, I believe.
You are right.
Coach Young's going to have a little talk with him, telling him not to get in.
You got to have more than a talk. 1:11 to go first quarter. He's got his 3rd foul. We're in trouble here being Canton if you're Coach Dan Young. Now Dan McKeon off a miss front end of the 1-and-1, puts it up, puts it in, 11-7.
Salem, 3 offensive rebounds there. You just can't let that happen. They're getting killed on the inside. I do not see that many great outside shooters on Canton's team. They need to pull the ball inside and get those good shots.
Well, now Dante Scott puts up Rob Johnson puts up a shot for Canton. No good. Rebound.
Mark Bray, good follow-up.
Mark Bray, yes, and
excellent follow-up.
Follow-up basket. Now inside to Dan McKeon for Salem, puts it up, puts it in. 13-9.
What can you say about
Canton fans wanting a foul, not getting it?
Great team play by Salem again.
Sanborn now slowing it down for the Chiefs. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Now to Sanborn. Sanborn driving inside. Sanborn hurt.
2 Salem players, McKeon and Ledbetter, both just landed on Sanborn, and he's hurt.
And he's getting up, though.
You kids out there, don't do that kind of thing, all right? Do not leave your feet like that and try to just land on top of them. I can't believe that happened.
Ouch. That's McKeon and Ledbetter down there, and they gave the infamous double whammy to Mark Sanborn.
Sanborn's going to think twice about going on the inside again.
Ledbetter picking up his 2nd foul.
Reporting into the game is number 31, Doc.
Doc's coming in with 3 fouls and 7 seconds left in the quarter. I'm not sure I understand that, but Dan Young's a mastermind with the round ball. Now to Rob Johnson. Now to Ron Hunter, puts up the 3. No good late. Ledbetter. Rebounds for Plymouth Salem, and that'll expire the quarter. Only 21 points scored, or 22 points scored in this quarter. 13 belonging to Plymouth Salem, 9 belonging to Plymouth Canton. We're going to be back with the second quarter of action right after this. For Greg Wu, I'm John Krieger. This is a broadcasting service of Plymouth Canton Community Schools.
So much has been made lately of athletes and coaches being role models for fans. But in the end, who's a role model for who? Before you verbally abuse a player, coach, or referee at an athletic event, think. Maybe it's time for the spectators to become role models for the participants. Remember, good sports are winners. A public service message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association and Omnicom Sports.
There are times when the weather will affect your cable TV viewing. Lightning and electrical storms, high winds, ice building up on lines. All of these dramatic weather events can affect your cable picture and even cause outages. But rest assured that your cable operator is sending out crews and working quickly to restore it. So if the weather should become severe, please bear with us. Your clear cable picture will be back as soon as possible. A message on behalf of your cable system from the Weather Channel.
Back to the Canton Gymnasium. 8 minutes, 480 seconds left on this clock in the second quarter of action. The score, Plymouth-Salem 13, Plymouth-Canton 9. I'm John Krieger. Along with me is Greg Wu. And as Canton is set to bring in the ball with Mark Bray, what does Canton have to do to get back in this basketball game?
Canton's got to get it in down low. That's the key thing right now.
Ted Dox, a reminder again, playing with 3 fouls on the floor. And now putting it up and filling it up is Matt Evans for the Plymouth Canton Chiefs. 13-11. Chiefs down 2. Ledbetter brings it up court. And now taking a wonderful shot. Kurt Craig, it just doesn't fall. Saved out of bounds. Beautiful save by Andres Lopez, seeing his first action to Nate Ledbetter. Dribbles off his foot. It's going to be picked up by Canton. But that's almost like a diving catch in football, only you can't do that in basketball. It's rule to travel. Salem will get the basketball back.
Canton's got to get his ball inside. They got the points, but they can't rely on their outside shooting all day.
And Salem charges. Nate Ledbetter picking up the foul.
That was kind of a dangerous risk taken by Ted, because that call could have gone either way, I think.
I don't think Ted had his feet set.
But Nate Ledbetter, you got to get the ball in the hands of Doug if you want to bring it up court.
Mark Bray inbound. Now to Dante Scott. To Matt Evans. To Ted Dox. Inside, push and shove. Bray was shoved around there for a minute. Back to Ammons. Now to Ron Hunter. Hunter gives it off. Bray. Now Dante Scott. Scott back to Dox. To Scott. Puts it up. Fills it up for 3.
Good shot by Dante Scott. Dante's a really good outside shooter, and he showed it there.
14-13. Chiefs up 1. Doug Harriman. Not on. Lopez. Lopez passing off Ledbetter. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebound Dave Bowl. The tower of power in the paint. Ledbetter now has it. Passes it off Kirk Craig. And now a lot of passing going on inside. But Mark Bray rips it out for Canton. Up to Scott. Scott puts it up for 3. No good. Little quick on the shot there.
Ill-advised shot taken there by Dante. They should have gotten an offense set there and then let it happen from there.
Doug Harriman brings it up. Court passes off. Ledbetter. Salem foul.
I think he stepped out of bounds. I don't think it was a foul. Or was it?
You are right. It's an violation. Looked like the ref was going over and signaling something.
It was a nice move Ledbetter put, though. I'm sure if he hadn't stepped out of bounds, he had an easy pass to the basket.
Yeah, Ledbetter can do that for himself. Bray inbounding to Scott. Scott brings it up court for the Plymouth Canton Chiefs. He'll pass it off Ron Hunter. Hunter to Ammons. Ammons to Bray. Bray to Scott for 3. Puts it up. No good. Long rebound. Picks it up. Picked up by Ammons. Whistle, hat. And that one will go, I believe, against the Rocks. Yes.
Do you think Canton's going to get anything down low at all? Sooner or later, John?
I didn't quite hear you.
Do you think Canton's going to get anything down low?
I don't know. Salem's defense is about as stifling as a brick wall.
That 2-3. Excellent.
Nate Gray picking up his first foul. Canton now in the bonus. Both teams are in the bonus with 5:53 to go. First half of play. So they'll be shooting 1-and-1s from here out. Ammons misses the first end of the 1-and-1 for Canton. Nate Gray with the basketball. Now passes inside Kirk Craig. Back to Gray. Now into Justin Marcus. Stolen Dante Scott. He'll slow it down. Good move for the Chiefs. Passes up Ron Hunter. Now gives it Bray. Bray to Dante Scott outside the arc. Now gives it Ron Hunter. Top of the key. Drives inside. Beautiful drive. And rejected and a foul.
You know Ron was looking for the slam all the way. But that gap in Salem's defense closed very quick. and they caught him and fouled him before he could make the basket.
That one closed in a blink of an eye.
Shooting 2 is number 5, Ron Hunter.
Kirk Craig's number 22 picking up his first foul for Plymouth Salem. Ron Hunter shooting 2, misses the first. Dante Scott, the only backman. He's for Plymouth Canton. Possession error, in case you were wondering, is going Salem's way. Hunter makes the second of his tries. It's 15-13 Chiefs. That's the first point in a long, long time here.
Salem hasn't scored a point in quite some time. I think what they've got to do is go with the screens down low and create an opportunity. But they haven't done it in a while.
Well, that may change. Marcus puts up a 3, no good. Rebound, nobody, personal foul. And that one will go against the Plymouth Canton Chiefs. Ted Dox is on the bench now.
A questionable foul by Mark Bray.
I think I'd have to disagree with you there. Bray took a pretty good hack out of a couple Salem players.
I think the refs should just let the kids play.
That's the refs' jurisdiction. You really can't do much about it. And who are we to say anything? Kirk Craigs to shoot for Plymouth Salem. Puts up the first and misses it. Rebound Plymouth Canton.
Canton trying to get some offense here. We got to go down low. Got to get the ball down low.
Ron Hunter has it. Doc's back out on the floor. Playing with 3. Drives inside. A whistle. And it's not a charge.
Ted creating the situation there, making Justin overcommit and foul.
Justin Marcus picking up his 3rd. Doug Harriman checking in, obviously, for Marcus. He does. Ted Dox shooting 1-1. Ted is a supreme free throw shooter. Puts up his first, makes it. He makes it look so easy. Interesting stat. In his 8th grade year in middle school, he led the NBA in free throw percentage. He rattles the second one out. He missed one all year. That was an amazing stat. I think still stands at his old middle school.
Ted was on my 8th grade basketball team, and I'll tell you, he was the center of attention all the time.
Salem bringing it down court with Doug Harriman. Whistle and a foul. And Rob Johnson picks up his first foul. Shooting for Plymouth Salem, James McDonald.
A really low-scoring half with only 4:16 left. It's 16-13 Canton.
And McDonald's first is up and good. WSDP's broadcast of tonight's game is brought to you by Learning for Everyone of Canton and Wardhouse Financial Planning Education of Plymouth. Second shot is up and good for McDonald. 16-15, Chiefs up 1. Neither team has scored 20 points yet. We've only had 31 in the whole game.
Very low-scoring game.
Bray now. Outside to Dox. Dox to Hunter. Hunter to Bray. To Rob Johnson. To Dox to Dante Scott. Little problem with the dribble. Gets it back. Started outside by Nate Gray. Whistle foul. Nate Gray. And that's his second foul.
Number 20, Andy Naked, is replacing number 11, Nate Gray.
Nate Gray coming out of the game now. Number 20, Andy Macon's coming in.
At the line, shooting a 1-1.
I think at the next horn, Mark Sanborn's going to come back in after he took that nasty shot by McKyon and McDonald.
It's good to see he's not out for a prolonged period of time. Canton misses the front end of a 1-and-1. but it's rebounded by Rob Johnson, and it's brought back outside the three-point arc for the Chiefs. Dox has the top of the key, looking for somewhere to go. Doesn't want to drive inside and pick up that fourth. A bit tentative with the basketball.
I think they need to create a shot down low.
Ron Hunter to Dox. Dox contemplating the three, doesn't take it. Off to Rob Johnson. Johnson to Bray, to Dox off the screen, driving inside, bringing it back out, stopped immediately by the defense to Dante Scott. Now to Bray, Bray to Rob Johnson. Rob Johnson passes off to Dox, loses the ball for a minute, gets it back, no pressure from the Rocks. Now gives it off Ron Hunter, puts up the shot, good. 17, 18, 15.
Good shot by Ron Hunter. I still say they should get it down low because I don't think they have any points in the paint yet.
Either that or very few.
Salem here, just trying to create some offense.
Doug Harriman passes now off to Dan McKay, and inside to a wide open Kirk Craig, who puts it up and puts it in. Craig had daylight, real estate, and everything else to spare.
Good team play by Rocks as it's stolen by Doug Harriman.
And Harriman, and he's going to drive to the hoop, and that'll be Ted's fourth.
A little risky by Ted again there, taking the charge. He could have, but that time he had his feet set for sure. Even with 3 fouls, Ted still plays his heart out.
I stand corrected. It's looking like it was just an out-of-bounds violation. It was just like it was an out-of-bounds violation. Ref had his hands in the personal foul sign, didn't call one. The Canton brings it down court.
Sanborn's walking with a little limp there. Let's see how that affects him. One of the key players on Canton. He's one of the points who distributes the ball.
Doug Harriman did pick up a foul, but Canton didn't shoot. Now Ron Hunter for the Chiefs, driving inside, no, passes out Dox on the wing. Dox dribbling, passes off Hunter. Hunter, top of the key. Gives it off Brandon Hartkey. Hartkey into the game for the first time since the third quarter. Gives it off. Rob Johnson puts up a shot, no good, gets his own rebound, is rejected, but there's a little push and shove. Hello, how are you? Underneath the basket.
Johnson followed his own shot and was able to get the offensive rebound and just created the situation and got the foul.
Salem will pick up the foul there. Rob Johnson shooting foul. Puts up a shot, no good.
Canton's missed quite a bit of their free throws. I think they could have about a 4 or 5 point lead had they made them.
And Johnson's second shot is up and no good. Still a 1 point lead for the Chiefs. Missing both the front and back ends of that 2 point opportunity. Now Doug Harriman on the wing. Giving it off. Andy Makins. Makins passing off. James McDonald puts it up, puts it in. 19-18. Salem gets the lead back. 1:10 to go in a half.
Salem, I guess after Canton switched to man-to-man, it's been a little easier for Salem to try to get something down low.
Less than a minute to go. First half of play, Canton Gymnasium. Hartkey has it inside in the paint. Dribbles is rejected by Plymouth Canton. Rod Johnson, or by Plymouth Salem. Rod Johnson grabs the rebound. Now to Ron Hunter. Hunter driving inside the paint, puts it up. No good. Got to make those clean shots. Rebound on nobody, out of bounds. Last touch. Plymouth Salem, Doxel inbound.
At least Canton got a shot off down low there, but Dan McKay, just to force down in the middle for the Rocks, was able to block shots. I think that's his 3rd block shot already today.
Ryan Hoffman into the game for Plymouth Salem. Also, Andrzejewski coming into the game for the Rocks. Sanborn has it. He is favoring one leg. kind of keeping off of that right foot. I'm sure it's a bit of tender. Now Ron Hunter has it outside, passes off. Rob Johnson back to Hunter, holding the ball, 14 seconds. Canton looking for the last shot, but you got to make it if you look for the last shot. Ted Dox driving inside, passes off. Beautiful pass, Brandon Hartke, and he's rejected. Picks up his own rebound with 2 seconds left, puts it in, and it is 20-19 Chiefs. The first team to score 20 points. There's been 39 in the whole half. The Chiefs have 20. The Rocks have 19. That's halftime. We're going to send it back to our studios for Greg Wuong, John.
This bag saved the driver. This bag saved the passenger. Please give blood again.
As play begins here, let's look for some more sets. Let's see a set play run out.
James McDonald inbounds to Doug Harriman. Gives it back to McDonald. And a quick whistle and a quick foul.
Who was the foul on there?
Excuse me, just a violation. The ref again had his hands in the personal foul indication, didn't call one. Now Canton with the basketball. Brandon Hartke in Canton's first possession of the half. Inside to Dox, puts it on the floor in the paint, has to pass it back out. Sanborn favoring his one leg, the leg that was not landed on in that rude play in the first half. Hunter now has it. Back to Sanborn, still on the perimeter. Canton has been, it's like they're strangers to the paint. Inside, now there's a whistle and a foul.
Ron Hunter tried to get a shot down low there. The first one of the first in the half, and I think he could have got a pretty good shot off. Maybe scored some points.
But he was fouled instead. James McDonald's first, team's first of the second half. Nice play. Ted Dox, Brandon Hartke put up the shot. No good, though.
Hartke's got to convert on that one there. No excuse for missing that.
And Dan McKeon now to Doug Harriman, to Kurt Craiggs. Craiggs trapped on the baseline. Now dribbling, creating room, puts up the shot. Good. 21-20. Salem gets the lead back. Rob Johnson now with the basketball. Now to Sanborn. Sanborn passes to Brandon Hartke, puts up the shot. No good. Kurt Craiggs with the rebound. Doug Harriman passes up to Justin Marcus, gives off James McDonald puts up a shot, no good. Run and gun style offense now for Plymouth Canton. Ted Dox driving inside. Now slow it up, pass it off to Rob Johnson. Puts up a shot off the top of the backboard. Dribbles back down into play. No good though. Doug Harriman behind the back pass. Kirk Craig. That was sweeter than the cookies. Whoa! Beautiful behind the back pass. 23-20.
Harriman shows us he can do some of that Showtime moves.
Ron Hunter on the other end. No basket.
Both teams trading extremely athletic and great plays there.
This is like wind sprints.
My goodness. Oh, the
Salem.
shot didn't count.
Salem foul. No, foul before the shot.
That's too bad. It's a pity.
James McDonald, his second, team second. And on the inbounds play, Canton walks. So it'll be Salem's basketball. James McDonald sets the inbound. Does so to Doug Harriman. Harriman guarded fiercely by Doc. And McDonald hits the floor. No whistle. Harriman passes off Dan McKyon, driving inside, has it stripped by Mark Sanborn. All alone, 2 on 0. With the jam! Who says Michael Jordan isn't gone from basketball?
Wow. Jam, thank you, ma'am. Ron Hunter sends out a little jam to Salem. My.
That was telegraphing a message.
My goodness, what a great steal by Sanborn. Throws the outlet out to Ron Hunter for the slam.
22-23, Salem up 1.
Wow.
And Ted Dox picking up his 4th foul on the ensuing play. Uh-oh. And has he come out yet? Yes, he's on the bench.
Look for Mark Sanborn to step up now that Ted's out of the game.
He already stepped up once. Great pass to Ron Hunter. Doug Harriman driving inside for the Rocks. Whistle foul. I think the refs, knowing this was a Canton-Salem game, has tried to keep it kind of in check, because if you let her play too much, and you start to see it get too physical, and then somebody gets hurt. You know, as in the Mark Sanborn incident. So you're going to see a lot of fouls tonight, but I think it's kind of justified.
I still say they should let the kids play a little bit.
Yeah, but if you let them play a little, somebody could get hurt, and neither team wants to see that. As Craig's fourth one in there.
They're doing the run and gun style now. I think we're going to see a lot of points scored in the second half.
Thing is, Canton can outrun and gun Salem. But they had the ball stolen there. Hunter had it stolen. Neat behind the back dribble. Marcus gives it off Harriman. Neat pass to McKyon. Puts up a shot. No good. Stuffing for the ball. And then he brought out by Mark Bray. Now Sanborn has it for the Chiefs. Outside the arc. Chiefs working a big screen game inside. Now forces Rob Johnson to take a basket. Ball goes off Johnson's hands. Gives to Doug Harriman. There's the push to whistle a foul.
I think the refs should cool it on the push-off fouls there. I think they should concentrate on the fouls down low.
I don't know. If there's a push, you got to call a foul. And Mark Bray picking up his 4th. He comes out. Coming in, Dante Scott. Justin Marcus. Now for the Rocks, and has it stolen, Sanborn. And again stolen by Doug Harriman. Neat pass inside, Dave Bolt. And that one is beautiful. He puts it up, he puts it in, and what's happening now?
Timeout taken by the Chiefs, and I think it was a good timeout.
They needed that one. 27-22, the Rocks up 4-11 to go third quarter of play.
Can's got to talk over what they're doing now. Salem's just running them all over the floor now. Can just can't keep up with that kind of game.
WSDP's broadcast of tonight's game is brought to you by Learning for Everyone with Canton and Word House Financial Planning and Education in Plymouth. While we have a moment, I'd like to mention that as I look around here, this place is standing room only. I have not seen in Canton's gym fans up to the rafters in a long time, but this is one game that'll pack them in. And it's good to see a majority of people coming out, a lot of students, majority of students coming out and seeing these two teams play because they're worthy of this kind of attention, especially in a game like this. It's the first time I've seen the visitors' side of Canton's gym ever full.
Look for Canton to run a set play now. They need some points. They can't dig themselves a hole here in the second half or they're going to be goners.
27-22, Chiefs down 5-4, 11 to go, third quarter. Bring it up to court, Sanborn. Sanborn has it, brings it up over the timeline. Scott asking for it, not going to get it. Sanborn driving now, slows it up, gives it off Ammons. Ammons to Hunter. Out of Dante Scott to Rob Johnson outside the three-point arc, just inside the three-point arc to Ammons. Ammons wants to drive, doesn't do it. Now out to Dante Scott. Scott on the far side to Sanborn. Inside to Rob Johnson.
I think traveling was the call there.
And he walked. Inbounding will be James McDonald. Stamolsky replacing Rob Johnson for the time being. Now Justin Marcus has it. Marcus still has it, dribbling around, looking for an open player, finds McDonald, back to Marcus. He's up for the three, picked up his dribble though, and took one too many steps, and the ref says, and Canton will get the basketball back.
Canton's just hanging around here. They can't afford to go down by anymore. They have to get a good offensive play here.
Will Matt Emmons do it? No, he passes off Mark Sanborn. Now Ron Hunter outside the three-point arc. He's up for three. No good. Rebound Matt Emmons. Rejected. Whistle foul. Matt.
That looked like a clean one to me, actually. I'm not sure about that call.
And Emmons shooting. Now he'll shoot two.
Foul on number 42, Dan McKyon, his third.
Dan McKyon's third foul. Team's fourth in the second half.
At the line, 62, number 40.
Matt Emmons again shooting a two. I think Emmons is an average free throw shooter. He's not a league leader, or he's not super poor.
We'll
but he
see.
can put him through the hoop when he needs to.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here as he makes the front end.
Obviously something good. Second shot is up and rims out. Rebound, Doug Harriman. Jane McDonald. Now up to Doug Harriman.
Those missed free throws in the first half becoming more and more important.
And as Salem takes it down in the form of Harriman, there is a whistle, there is a foul. It will go
Number 42, Dante Scott, his first.
Dante Scott, his first, team's fourth. Canton played slightly less of a foul-full game as of now. Nate Ledbetter has it for Salem. Passes it to the back wall, out of bounds from the Canton basketball.
All right, Canton has the chance to cut the deficit to two. Salem's got to play good heads-up D as they change their defense here.
And believe me, folks, they can.
Salem's playing a 1-2-2 now.
And
Coming into the game, number 31,
Canton will retain the basketball. There was a whistle, and Salem committed a violation. Mark Sanborn gives it to Ted Dox, who's back in the game with 4 fouls. Matt Ammons passes off to Ron Hunter. Hunter, whistle, block, Plymouth Salem.
2 fouls in a row by James McDonald, I think.
And it's his third, team's fifth, coming into the game for Plymouth Salem. Number number 31, Andres Lopez. Coming out is number 40, James McDonald. Mark Sanborn to inbound in front of the skying. Nate Ledbetter does so to Ted Dox. Now to Mark Sanborn again. Sanborn looking inside. Brian Samolsky walks. And Brian, you just can't do that in the paint.
No.
When you get down there the few times that your team has, you got to convert on the shots.
An important thing, I think, is that Salem can't foul too much, because in the fourth quarter, Canton can just drive, draw the foul, and when they're in the bonus, and they can stop the clock and catch up possibly. We'll see that as a possible scenario in the fourth quarter.
Mark Sanborn, great steal for Plymouth Canton, as Doug Harriman had it stolen. Ted Dox for three, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Ron Hunter puts it up, puts it in, counts the basket, and one.
Excellent follow through by Ron Hunter on Ted Dox's shot. Ron Hunter just a force on the inside for Canton.
And he'll have a chance to add to this one. Dave Bowles, third. Team is fifth. Team sixth, excuse me. Hunter drains that three-point play, which Canton needs. They are only now down one, 27-26. Ledbetter has it for the Rocks. Now gives it off Andres Lopez. Doug Harriman. Harriman outside the three-point arc, guarded Dox. Dox keeping that perimeter roll so as not to pick up the fifth inside. Now Harriman will key up for the shot, and will go over the backboard. He can't invest the ball.
Doug Harriman's only got 3 points so far, and I think he needs to step up.
And Ron Hunter now has it for the Chiefs. And he'll give it to Dox. Back to Hunter. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Doug Harriman.
Hunter had a good look at the basket there. Excellent give-and-go play work there out by Ted Dox and Hunter.
Inside now, Andres Lopez driving for Salem. He's kind of taken down rudely.
That was a good move by Andres Lopez. Too bad there was a violent knockdown there by Ron Hunter.
Ron Hunter's third, team's fourth. Team's fifth, excuse me. Coming out, Matt Ammons coming in. Rob Johnson. Andres Lopez to shoot. First shot is up and good. Nothing stopping that one but the floor at the bottom of the net.
Salem's been able to convert on nearly all their free throws. Good free throw shooting team.
And that's a key. Lopez's second shot, nothing but net. 29-26. Canton down three. Dox brings it up over the timeline. Samolsky gives it back. Dox to Hunter. Hunter. Inside Samolsky puts up a shot in that token paint. Gets his own rebound. No good. Push.
Samolsky way to get his own rebound there. He's a pretty big body and can bang with the best of them.
Dave Bowles second. Team six. And Canton will get the ball out of bounds. Rob Johnson has it to Mark Sanborn. Sanborn to Ron Hunter. Back to Sanborn. Keeping it way outside. Now Hunter mounting a bit of a drive inside. Tries to pass it off. Samolsky has it stolen. Nate Ledbetter bringing it down the court. It'll go out of bounds. Last touch by Rob Johnson or Ron Hunter. The ball will stay Salem's way.
Hunter should have just kept that ball, but that was a good play by Nate to push it up the floor.
I think Hunter would have had it easy, too, if he kept that ball. Now Doug Harriman has the basketball for Salem. Inside Kurt Craigs. Craigs throws it away. Ron Hunter bringing it down. He's not going to slam again, no. Passes off Mark Sanborn. And now Rob Johnson to Ted Dox driving inside. Out Hunter for three. No good. Rebound Dave Ball. He's a tower inside there.
These guys, they're running and gunning now. I don't know if that's the best strategy for Canton.
5, 4, 3 seconds to go. Third quarter of play. That'll expire the third quarter of play as Salem cannot convert on 2 shots. That'll end the third quarter of play. Salem 29, Canton 26. We'll send it back to our studios for Greg Wu. I'm John Krieger. This is the broadcasting service of the Plymouth Canton.
I've been doing TV spots for Operation Lifesaver since 1985, but my railroad roots go back to my grandfather, my great-grandfather, and my own work experience on the railroad. I know how important it is to get people to look and listen when they come to a railroad crossing. It can take a mile or more for an engine like this to stop. So it's all up to you. Use your head and your brake. You never win an argument with a train.
An effortless way to lose weight may look very tempting. A new miracle cure for arthritis or cancer may seem like the answer to your prayers. But unproven remedies can waste your money and threaten your health or even your life. Please, before trying any treatment that promises an easy cure for your health problem, talk it over with your doctor. That's the best person to help you determine whether the treatment is safe and likely to work. A message from the Will Rogers Institute, White Plains, New York.
Watching Omnicom Sports on WLOC Channel 8. From the backyard to the big time, Omnicom Sports.
What do you expect for the fourth quarter, John?
Well, I expect Canton trying not to pick up any more fouls they can't afford to, although they are in the bonus. So they'll be shooting 1-and-1s for the rest of the way. Canton's inbound pass stolen by Salem, rejected by Hunter. Sanborn picks up the rebound. And now Rob Johnson has it. I expect Canton to slow the offense down a bit, not allow Salem to play a run-and-gun game, because Salem can easily win with that. Now Ron Hunter has the basketball off a pass from Ducks. They'll give it back to Ducks. Now to Sanborn. Sanborn giving it up to Ron Hunter for 3. No good. Rob Johnson grabs the rebound. He's hacked.
Rob Johnson, way to get the offensive rebound there. Salem didn't block out. Rob Johnson able to draw the foul and get the offensive rebound.
He'll go to the line. Shoot a 1-and-1, possibly 2. Nate Ledbetter shooting, or excuse me, Nate Ledbetter committing the foul. His third, team 7.
These free throws become really important here down the stretch.
And Rob Johnson makes his first. Canton down 2, 29-27. Second shot up and good. 29-28. 7:19 to go. Fourth and final quarter. Nate Ledbetter bringing it up court for the Rocks. Got to find somewhere to go. He does. The Salem bench. Canton basketball.
All right here, Canton's got a chance to take the lead. Salem's got to key down, play some tough defense. I think they switch back to the 2-3, see if that gives them a better chance to stop Canton.
We'll see. Rob Johnson has the basketball off a pass from the point guard, Ducks. Out of Ron Hunter now outside the Ducks. Ducks surveys the situation, gives off Sanborn inside. Ron Hunter puts it up. He was fouled. Shot doesn't fall, but it'll go to the line to give Canton back the lead, 30-29 if he makes both. Right now it's 29-28 Rocks. Kirk Craig's second. Hartke coming into the game for Plymouth Canton, replacing Samolsky. Justin Marcus into the game for Plymouth Salem. First shot for Ron Hunter, up and good. Even up, 29-all. And he'll make his second. 30-29, the Chiefs have the lead here. 6:47 to go in the ball game. And Justin Marcus has it outside the three-point arc. Passes off to Ron Hunter. Hunter brings it up court. Has yet to bring it over the timeline. Now he does. Slows it down. Doesn't want to run. Wants to play a patient game. Gives it to Doc. Doc takes the top of the key. Surveys the situation. Driving inside. And there's a whistle and a foul. Hunter driving. And a Drew block.
Here's what the free throws have come important now. The Canton's in bonus now. Ron Hunter, just all he has to do is drive in the lane, make some contact, and he goes to the foul line.
Andreas Lopez first. At the line, shooting 1-and-1. Ron Hunter. And he's got to keep running him because you're going to look for Canton to put the ball in his hands because of the inability for Doc to try to draw that drive foul in case it goes the other way, and he picks up his fifth. Hunter drains his first. 31-29, Chiefs up a deuce. Second shot up, no good. Rebound, Ron Hunter. He wants to finish his job. Mark Sanborn. Back to Hunter. Now to Doc. Now to Sanborn. Sanborn, top of the key. Gives it off Rob Johnson. Johnson to Hartke. Hartke drives inside, puts it up. No good, gets his own rebound, passes off Rob Johnson. Now to Ron Hunter. And a whistle.
What was the call there, John? I really didn't catch that.
Violation from the Canton.
Canton had a chance to increase their lead to possibly 5 now that they've stormed back here in the fourth quarter. Salem's got to create some offense fast.
And the man that has the basketball, Justin Marcus, can do just that and more. They'll give it up to James McDonald inside. Swatted away. Rob Johnson picked up Mark Sanborn. Sanborn drives inside. Waits for McKyon to come back down after Lee Big puts up an easy shot. No good, though. Saved from being out of bounds.
Great play by Mark Sanborn.
Mark Sanborn to Brandon Hartke. And there's going to be a whistle and out of bounds if his Canton steps. And Salem allows the basketball. Justin Marcus has the basketball. Marcus up court.
I think this is the key time in the game. Salem can score here, they're still in it. But if Canton gets it and scores again, you might see the momentum swing.
Well, they almost got it. Hunter stole it, and there's a whistle and a foul. And with Canton up 231-29, 5:07 to go first quarter, there is a whistle and a foul, and it does go against the Plymouth Salem Rocks. So Canton will be shooting.
Canton staying out of foul trouble this half, and look what's happened. They shoot the free throws, they're in the lead.
And Rujeski picking up his, Kirk Craig's picking up a foul. And Brandon Hartke shooting the first of the 1-and-1. He made it, 32-29. The second of a 1-and-1 rims out. Dan McKyon with the rebound.
Salem got to score right here. They have to.
And now Marcus has it back to Doug Harriman. Now driving inside James McDonald. Puts it up, no good. Rebound, Rob Johnson. Gives it off Ron Hunter. Long pass up. Mark Sanborn steps out of bounds. Couldn't quite bring it down within the confines of the court. James McDonald to inbound. Does so to Justin Marcus. For the Rocks, Marcus carries the rock. And now Kirk Criggs gets the basketball, puts it up, no good. Rebound. Again, Kirk Criggs has it rejected. Gives it back Justin Marcus for 2. Stepped on the line.
Good job by Justin Marcus to bring the Rocks back within 1. Still anybody's game with 4:20 left to play.
I don't think it was ever decisive. Rob Johnson has it for the Chiefs. Now to Ron Hunter, gives it Mark Sanborn. Every possession a commodity now, like a priceless gem. You got to use it to all of its value.
All right, crunch time now.
Under 4 minutes to go. 3:55. Driving inside. Hunter puts up a shot. No good. Whistle foul. Canton will go to the line.
Canton still, they haven't fouled at all this half, and they're not in the bonus yet.
Excuse me, it's a Canton foul. That is their 5th on the team. Doug Harriman has it.
Canton still got 2 fouls to give.
And Dan McKay now has it to Harriman outside. Tries the triple, no good. Ted Ducks flying out of nowhere for the rebound. Now driving all the way down, gives to Hartke, puts up a shot, no good. Gotta make that rebound, Ted Ducks. Ducks brings it back outside, sets up Canton's offense again. Now takes a shot for his own. Puts it up, puts it in. We haven't seen it in almost 3 quarters. But that Ted Ducks shot is back.
Who do you give it to in crunch time? Ted.
Well, I think Ted's been a bit tentative, though, with those 4 fouls. As Justin Marcus puts up a shot for Salem, no good. Rebound, Salem puts it back up and in. 3 minutes to go, 34-33, Canton up 1. Dox has it, dishes it off Rob Johnson, who gives it to Mark Sanborn outside the 3-point arc. Now gives it to Matt Ammons, back to Brandon Hartke. Hartke outside the 3-point arc, guarded by Dave Bull. Bull now guarding Ammons again to Dox. Back to Ammons. Driving in the paint, has it rejected by Bull. He'll get it back, go past out Rob Johnson and Mark Sanborn to Ted Dox on the wing. Driving inside, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound. Matt Ammons has his shot rejected. Now Dan McKay 2-on-1. And Justin Marcus puts up the shot, puts it in. Salem has the lead. 2:12 to go in the ball game. 35-34. That was just a bad pass by Plymouth Canton. The left Mark Sanborn all alone. Timeout called Plymouth Canton.
Good timeout by Mark Sanborn. She's got to talk it over with only 2 minutes left. They got to get a good shot, got to convert. I think the fouls come in handy here. Oh, as not, whoa, both the teams are in the bonus now, so they can't foul.
That was Canton's 6th, excuse me, when I said it was their 5th. Well, right now we need to remind you that when calculating the benefits of interscholastic activities in your community, keep in mind that the opportunity for students to represent their schools and communities is a privilege unique in American education. The values of sportsmanship, ethics, and integrity taught through high school sports help lay foundations for young people to lead more productive lives. Support your local school athletic program. A public service message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association and WSDP. I will say this. Although some players may not like a rest decision, I have not seen once, either in any game this season, a player get all trash talky and disputing calls. There haven't been that many technical fouls. Everybody just kind of go with the flow and being good sports. And that goes along with the motto, good sports are winners. Canton driving inside. Johnson puts up the shot, no good. Samolsky grabs the rebound. Puts up the shot, no good. 1:47 to go in the ball game. Doug Harriman has it for the Rocks with a chance to put his team up 3 or even 4. Now to James McDonald. Inside to Dan McKay. Up and in. Salem up 3 with 1 minute and 30 left. And this, friends, is a ball game.
I don't know what happened there. Just a breakdown of defense there at the wrong time.
Ted Ducks. This is off to Rob Johnson. Johnson inside to Ron Hunter. Puts it up. Drives and gets the roll.
All right.
And Ron Hunter. Oh,
Got to play good D here. Got to create a turnover.
This is basketball. 36-37. Salem up 1 with 66 on the clock. Dan McKeon has it under the basket. There is a whistle. There is a foul. There is a push. And who will it go against? It'll go against the Plymouth Canton.
Are they allowing the basket? I don't think so. No, they didn't. All right. These are the most important free throws of the game. Right here.
And Dan McKeon, Mr. Free Throw, is standing on the line.
Reminiscent of Michigan's win over Seton Hall, if you remember. Came down to 2 free throws in the last minute of the game.
You are a basketball stat whiz. McKeon drains the first. 38-36, less than a minute to go. And yes, I do remember that game. Dan McKeon makes the second. Fist in the air. 39-36. Canton got to do something fast. Ron Hunter has the basketball. To Mark Sanborn. Sanborn to Dox, the three-point gun. Will he do it now? Will he take the three? No, this is off Rob Johnson to Ron Hunter. Hunter with 39 seconds. What's Canton? I'm not sure what's Canton doing. Ted Dox now has it. He's up for three. Yeah! Dox makes the three. It's the ball game with 30 seconds left on the clock. It is 39-39. And Justin Marcus has the basketball. He's driving. He's going to lose the ball. It's on the floor. It's a jump ball. It's going Salem's way with a chance to win the ball game with one last shot. Cool down, Krieger. You're going to have a heart attack.
This is the greatest basketball game I've seen in high school.
Oh, 39-39, 18 seconds on the clock. And me and Greg sitting here behind the microphone, bringing it all to you. Will we have overtime? Will we have a rock win? Will we have a Chief win? Only the next 18 seconds. And that little orange basketball, no. And in order that I will cool down, I'm going to remind you the WSDP broadcast of tonight's game is brought to you by Learning for Everyone of Canton and Woodhouse Financial Planning and Education of Plymouth. The noise here is deafening in the Canton Gymnasium. This is basketball. This is what athletics is all about. Forget the strikes. Forget the lockouts and come to a high school gymnasium on a Friday night and see this. And it's only $2 a ticket. You have your answer right there. All right, what's Salem going to do, Greg?
I think that you got to get it in the hands of Doug Harriman or get it in the hands of Dan McKeon down low. That's the key. Salem's going to have to use another timeout.
Here's the inbound pass. No! Last second violation! They didn't get the pass up in time. It's Canton's basketball with 18 seconds. And now Salem takes the timeout. They didn't get it off in time. They didn't get the pass off in time. The defense is stifling here at the Plymouth Canton Gymnasium. And I cannot believe this. The refs did not give them the benefit of the doubt to call the timeout. And now the timeout credited anyway. Salem seeing what they have to do with the basketball or to try to get the basketball in the last 18 seconds to get this basketball game. But more importantly, to get it out of the Canton Chiefs basket.
What a call. What a call by the officials. Canton's ball, 18 seconds left. I can't wait to see the outcome of this game.
Neither can I, Greg. Neither can I.
I hope we have overtime just so this game goes on.
It's going to be a shame if it ends in regulation. And now the team's taking the floor. The buzzer about to sound. There it is. We have 18 seconds. All 4 period lights on that scoreboard are lit up. Both bonus lights are lit up. All fouls are shooting fouls. 39 for Canton. 39 for Salem. Canton with the basketball. They're passed into Ted Dox. Ted Dox to Mark Sanborn. 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 9, 8. Sanborn with the basketball. 7, 6, 5. Dox with the basketball. Inside to Samotsky. Puts it up. 1. Oh, we're going to overtime! We're going to overtime! We're going to overtime! The clock has expired in regulation, and we are going to overtime, and it is 39-39. The Canton Chiefs.
WLOC Channel 8 brings community athletics home to you with Omnicom Sports.
From your backyard to the big time, Omnicom Sports. Right?
You can't say that Canton wants this game more than Salem. And you cannot also count Salem out. After all, the score is 0-0, 39-39. Any way you want to look at it, it's tied up. They're going to jump this one up. Possession arrow is in nobody's favor. It's to the team that does not control the tip. Jumping inside Ron Hunter and Dan McKyon. Serious height advantage to the Rocks. Jump is up, controlled. Canton Chiefs and Mark Stanboard to the possession arrow will go Salem's way, and that could be a key. Now Rob Johnson has the basketball. He's going to keep for three. He's not going to get it. It's going to go off of Canton. Salem out of bounds. No, Canton out of bounds. It is Salem's basketball, and I think every fan here is on their feet.
Who do you look to get the ball, John?
Doug Harriman. He's got it right now.
Ryan Samolsky.
And Samolsky.
The big man.
To play. Tapping that one away, but a great play to try to save it. But I believe it was Justin Marcus down there. He was playing. They're all playing like a foul. A foul. Brian Samolsky committing his third. Dan McKyon shooting a 1-and-1. It was not a bounds, it was a foul. Excuse us. McKyon's first is up. No good. Rebound. Nobody. Jump ball.
Timeout Canton. I think he saw the timeout call. Rob Johnson just really trying to make the timeout call, and that's what it's going to be.
No, but the question is, whose ball will it be? And we are not sure of that yet. There was a scuffle. One ref said timeout. The other ref said jump ball. I'm not quite sure what the call is. But we have fans packed in here around the court, except for the ends where they're not allowed to be. They are standing by the exit. We got the Canton fans behind us. Let's go Chiefs. Let's go Chiefs. The Salem fans across from us. Let's go Blue. These fans are into this basketball game as well they should be. Let's review what's happened so far. One foul so far in this overtime. Brian Samolsky's third. McKyon missed the front end of a 1-and-1. The rebound was taken down by both the Canton and Salem player. One ref signal jump ball, one ref signal timeout. Canton will have the basketball. Possession is still in Salem's favor. Mark Sanborn has the ball for the Chiefs. To Rob Johnson, cross-court, way cross-court to Dox. Almost threw that one away. Now, Ron Hunter has the basketball. Little contact there. And he's got to find somewhere to go. Finds Mark Sanborn. Sanborn, triple team, passes off Rob Johnson. Diving inside, throws it up, passes it out. Mark Sanborn. Now to Ted Dox. Dox to Sanborn. Back to Dox outside. 3 minutes to go in the overtime period. Pass in, beautiful inside pass to Samolsky. Passes off Ron Hunter, puts it up, gets the bounce, and it is good. 41 to 39. Canton up on Salem by 2. 2:43 to go in the overtime period.
Great patience by Canton there to find the open shot. Ron Hunter down low, the key of the whole game.
Dave Ball puts up a shot, misses it. Rebound, Brian Samolsky shuffle on the floor. Now a jump ball. Salem will retain possession. And that is really a waste of a possession arrow because Salem had possession of the basketball anyway. They're just going to get it back. And now the possession arrow will go in Canton's favor, which will help the Chiefs down the road probably in the last minute with the way these two teams are scuffling for the ball.
They haven't changed the possession arrow yet.
They won't change the possession arrow until Salem inbounds the basketball in case of a 5-second call. And out of bounds, inbound tip. The inbound pass was tipped out of bounds by Mark Sanborn. And now the possession arrow goes Canton's favor because the ball was inbounded. Now Doug Harriman has it, 2:27 to go in the overtime period. His team down 2, passes off James McDonald. Has a shot tipped, long, rebound. Ron Hunter brings it up court. This team, 10 players on the floor are fired up. Ron Hunter gives it off Ted Dox between the rings. Now to Mark Sanborn. Sanborn to Rob Johnson to Ron Hunter. Hunter to Samolsky, top of the key. Now to Dox. Dox puts up a shot. Good. Swish. Ted Dox. 43-39. Canton up 4. And now, Justin Marcus to Dan McKyon. McKyon thought about keying up for 3. Now drives baseline, whistle, foul. And it'll be a 1-and-1 for Plymouth Salem. Well, Greg, how do you see the overtime so far?
Canton's getting some awful good shots. They're really patient on the offense. Salem looks like they're trying to rush a little bit. I don't know who they're going to actually give it to because it's they gave it to Dave Bull last time. I thought that was a questionable call because I think you should put it in the hands of Doug Harriman. Let him do what he does best.
Well, right now, Dan McKyon on the free throw line shooting a 1-on-1, missed the front end of his last one. Does so this time, too. Ted Dox with the rebound, bringing it up court. Foul was on Brian Samolsky that set McKyon to the line. Now, there is a whistle and a timeout. No, excuse me, the ball must stay at the end line, the sideline. James McDonald coming out, Andres Lopez coming in. Mark Sanborn inbounds to Ted Dox. 1:33 to go in the ball game. Canton up 4, 43-39. Now to Ron Hunter. Hunter looking inside, doing all alone. Ted Dox. Ted doesn't take the shot. Chooses to run some clock. Ball will go out of bounds. And it'll stay Canton's ball, it appears.
There's been a foul on number
22, Kirk Craig's his third. Rob Johnson on the line. That was a good foul, although that may not have been intentional by Kirk Craig because Johnson is not Mr. Free Throw. First shot is up, and it is good, but he drains it this time, so what does it matter?
Salem's got to start putting up the threes now if they want to be in this one. Only a minute 19.
44-39, Canton up 5. Chance to make it a 2-possession game right now, 2-3 game for Johnson, and he does. 45-39, and Doug Harriman has the basketball, and you're right, Salem's got to gun the threes now.
And they've got 2 excellent three-point shooters in Doug Harriman.
And Harriman makes the first. Harriman makes the first. And now Ron Hunter has the basketball for the Chiefs. Now to Mark Sanborn. Back to Ron Hunter. 1 minute to go in the ball game. Salem down 3. Hunter's got to get it over the timeline. Does so, but throws it away. Salem's basketball with 55 seconds. Could we see double OT, Greg?
I hope not. But this game just keeps getting better.
Doug Harriman with the basketball. He drained 1 3. Can they do it again for the repeat?
Justin Marcus, an excellent three-pointer shooter also.
And he's got the basketball. 42 seconds. 41. 40. Under 40. 35 seconds to go in the ball game. Now Justin Marcus to Doug Harriman on the wing.
Nearly threw that one away.
30 seconds to go ball game. And Salem dishes it off inside, whistle, foul, push, 1-and-1. And it'll go against the Chiefs. Just don't let it be against
I think
Ducks.
if Canton gets the ball back here, they can just hold on to it until they win.
Brian Samolsky is fouled out of the ball game. And we'll get his point total for you in 26 seconds should this game end. He's played an excellent game in the last quarter for the Plymouth Canton Chiefs. 26 seconds to go. WSDP's broadcast of tonight's game is brought to you by Learning for Everyone of Canton and Wordhouse Financial Planning and Education of Plymouth. Learning for Everyone is located on Canton Center Road in Canton and helps students become successful. Learning telephone number 455-4949. Wordhouse Financial Planning and Education is now located on Sheldon Road in Plymouth and offers instructional takes and workshops, paycheck control, financial self-defense planning, and college financial aid information. Telephone number 459-2402. We'd like to thank those sponsors for bringing us coverage of PCEP athletics all year round. Not only tonight, they've been very gracious sponsors to us. 26 seconds to go in the ball game, Fred. All right, Salem's at the line, shooting a 1-and-1. Do they make the first, miss the second, and go for the rebound?
I think so. I think that's the strategy to go to. Try and tie this ball game up, because if Canton gets the ball back, they can just hold on to it. They're going to get fouled. And I think they've been an excellent free throw shooting team this second half. I think they can win the ball game. I think it's all in Salem's hands now.
Yeah, that would be very... I think it's Canton's game to lose, Salem's game to win. More right now, since Salem's on the line, Salem's game to win. We'll see who's shooting for the Rocks in a minute. They're still in the huddle. They're getting their final buzzer warning right now. Otherwise, they have to take another timeout, I think, which they don't have. And shooting will be Dan McKayan, who has not been very good in the overtime at the line. He's missed 2 front ends of 1-and-1s. We'll see what he does with this one.
New guy.
And Harkey was trying to sub in. He's being called back by Dan Young. McKayan, 26 faithful ticks on this clock. First shot is up and good.
Think he's gonna miss it on purpose?
I don't know. I think he's gonna make it and hope for a steal. Here is the second shot. It is up. It is no good. Rebound, Rob Johnson. And he's got to be careful with the basketball now. Gives it up to Ron Hunter across the timeline. Up to Mark Sanborn. Now to Mark Bray. Now to Ted Dox. Got a foul. Ted Dox does so. And now Ted Dox will have a chance with 13 ticks on this clock to put the key in the lock and turn it.
He's got a chance to put this game away. How appropriate that Ted Dox is the last free throw shooter here.
Playing the whole game with 4 fouls.
That's amazing. 3 fouls in the first quarter.
And he played the rest with 4. He's had a great night. But let's not be the Ted Dox fan club here. There are 9 other players out there that deserve just as much. Wonderful plays as Ted. He misses the front end of the 1-and-1. 10, 9, and Ron Hunter is fouled off the rebound. And now the celebration is starting to begin.
What a big play by Mark Bray to grab that offensive rebound and keep the game in Canton's hands.
But it is not over yet. Picture this. Hunter misses the front end of the 1-and-1. McKayan grabs the rebound. Pass to Harriman. 3-pointer. Good. Salem wins.
We'll see.
It's not over yet. Hunter puts up the shot. It's good. 46, 43. It is at least a 1 3-pointer game for the Rocks. It will be a 2-possession game. Should Ron Hunter makes this next free throw. And now the fans are starting to head for the exits, at least on the Canton side. Salem takes a timeout. Nate Ledbetter, a 3-point shooter, coming in for the more inside player of Kurt Craig. And Greg, all right. He makes this shot, and Canton locks it up. What's the play Salem's going to run if he misses this shot? Greg, what's the play Salem makes if Hunter should miss this shot?
I think what's going to happen if Hunter misses this, they're going to bring it up the floor, give it to Harriman or Marcus, and shoot it from the top of the key.
That's about all you can do. And the buzzer sounds. Salem got to take the floor. All of Canton's players waiting out there. Coach Bob Brody playing a little bit of mind game. Keep the team in 1 second longer. Make Canton wait. That's pretty much all you can do is make Canton wait. We are in overtime here. 9 seconds to go in the overtime. We have played 35 minutes and 51 seconds of intense basketball. Salem calls his last time out, trying to set the ice in. Will it work?
I don't think it'll work. Ron Hunter's been the step-up guy all this game. Starting from the jam, you remember? And all through the game, he's been the man in this game.
Well, you know, as much as Canton's done, I'd like to, you got Doug Harriman, great game. Justin Marcus, great game. Kirk Craigs, great game. James McDonald, great game. Dan McKeon, great game. Dave Bolt, great game. Nate Ledbetter, great game. All those Salem players have contributed and made sure that their team got to this overtime period. And win or lose, both of these teams deserve a lot of praise because, in a game like this, there really shouldn't be a loser. I hate to see one team have to lose.
Yeah, well, whatever, John. No. I want Salem to lose, basically.
All right. Well, there's a fan in all of us.
We hear some heckling from the fans here.
And the second shot is up and no good. And here we go. Justin Marcus has the basketball. Puts up the three. Good. It's good. It's good. With 1 second to go. And we are going to double overtime. What did I tell you, Greg?
What did I said
good.
Marcus.
We're in double overtime. I have not seen a basketball game like this since Michigan State. No, I have not seen a game like this. Let's check that. I haven't seen one like this with this much heart, this much energy, this much charisma since ever. My God.
Whenever it breaks, whatever it takes. From the front lines of a storm to the outlook of your weekend weather. Professionals bringing you information firsthand, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The Weather Channel, weather you can always turn to.
Ron Hunter. And it is controlled. Nobody. Hacked. By who? And Ron Hunter's going to pick up the foul. Ouch.
Ron Hunter hasn't fouled out yet, though.
That might be his fifth. I'm not entirely sure, and if it is, Canton will suffer a big, and it is. That is Ron Hunter's fifth. Matt Ammon's coming in, and the go-to guy for the Plymouth Canton Chiefs is now leaving the floor.
I have to applaud Ron Hunter's performance.
Well-deserved applause from both sides of the stands. He has played an excellent game, and now it is up to Mr. 3, Justin Marcus, and he makes his first. 47-46. And neither team scored 50 points. Let's point that out. We're in double overtime. And the second shot is up and good. Ted Dox with the basketball and 4 fouls. If he fouls out, Salem's got it. And now Mark Sanborn to Ted Dox. Dox to Matt Ammons. Ammons to Rob Johnson. Outside to Mark Sanborn. He's played excellently after that injury. 3:55 to go in the overtime, or 3:35 to go in the overtime. Dox has it between the rings. Now to Sanborn inside to Johnson, dribbles off his foot. And Justin Marcus picks up the basketball, and he can't have that happen. And now give it to James McDonald. Salem holding the ball, wasting the clock. That clock that seems to be moving like molasses for the Plymouth Salem Rocks. And now James McDonald will have the ball thrown away. Can't
ball thrown away. Salem loses a little bit of that mental concentration. Now Mark Bray's coming in for...
And Matt Ammons is going out. Kurt Craigs is coming in also. Coming out Nate Ledbetter. Well, I think we can borrow one cliche tonight from Dick Vitale. I'd have to say that Justin Marcus is a real PTPer.
You can say that again.
All right. That's all we're going to use of Vitale here. Hartke has it baseline. Passes to Mark Bray. Now to a wide open Mark Sanborn. Inside to Hartke. Puts it up. No shot. He walks.
I don't want that call at all.
Oh, that's a costly mistake. No.
I don't believe that call at all.
Well, I guess not up to you to believe. I guess it's up to the ref to believe.
Yeah, well, this game's been decided by little things like that.
Yeah. And now there's a whistle and a foul. And what's the call? They're going to give a Canton foul. What? What's the call? I don't know what happened here. Sanborn picking up the foul. What'd he do?
I have no idea.
Oh, he was holding.
Ah, okay.
Tugging on the jersey. Justin Marcus on the line. Puts it in. 49-46. Canton could see this game, which they were up 3 with 9 seconds left. Slip away. Second shot up and good. And I don't know here. Dox has the basketball now. He's going to take it up. Gives it to Rob Johnson. They haven't taken it over half court. Now they do. Gives it to Mark Sanborn. Inside to a wide open Brandon Hartke. Puts it up, puts it in. Good 50-48. 2:33 to go in the overtime period.
Good job by Brandon Hartke to get down low.
And you got to do that if you're Brandon Hartke.
Making up for that walk he had the last time down the floor.
And it's 9:30 here, folks. We're usually out of here by 9 with our high school basketball game. All right. That shows you how long this game has been taking to play. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes old as is. Salem holding the basketball. Doug Harriman now with it. Got to take a shot. So, well, no, they don't have to take a shot sometime, but we'd like them to. Doug Harriman now driving inside. Gives it off James McDonald on the perimeter. Now to Justin Marcus. 147-46. Now to Dan McKeon.
They're just playing keep away now.
And can't let him do it. And now inside to Kurt Craigs. Puts it up. No good. Rebound. Brandon Hartke with what could end up being the biggest rebound in a basketball game. Oh. And now Mark Bray to Ted Dox. Dox, will he keep for the 3 and go for the lead, or will he look for the smart play?
Sanborn.
Gets to Sanborn. Now inside to Rob Johnson. Puts it up. He's fouled.
All right. The most important free throws of his life coming up.
Or, I guess you could say of his life. He's only a sophomore. He hasn't had much life to shoot free throws with. But this game, I'll tell you, I'm glad. If you're listening at home, you're catching a good one. The fans here are catching a good one. The fans that will see this on Omnicom cable, because they are here taping tonight, will catch a good one at a later date. Now Rob Johnson with a chance to tie it up, and he's shooting 2. There is no danger of missing the front end of the 1-and-1, but he makes it. 50-49 with a minute and 15 to go. Wow. Rob Johnson, 1 free throw to tie the ball game. Good! 114, and it is 50 up.
Most important possession coming up right here.
And Doug Harriman has the basketball. He hit 2 3-pointers to send his game into the first overtime. Now Dan McKeon has less than a minute to go. Score all tied up, 50 apiece. And Salem's gonna throw it away. They threw it away. They threw it away. They threw it away. And Canton has the basketball. And if I said it before, I'll say it again. If I have any voice tomorrow, it's going to be a miracle all in itself.
They can play for the last shot here, in fact.
But they're not. They won't do that. They don't want to take the risk that they're going to commit a foul somewhere in there. Stanborn has it over the timeline. Now gives it inside to Brandon Hodke. To Mark Bray, puts it up. No good. Rebound, Dan McKeon.
All right, Salem. What do you do now when you're Salem?
Hold it.
You give it to
Hold the basketball and give it to Doug Harriman. And Dan McKeon has it now. Not a Harriman. 17 seconds. 16, 15, 14. And the ball is timeout. Plymouth Salem, 11 seconds left. Dan McKeon calls Salem's last. Or no, excuse me, they get an extra one because they've gone to the extra stanza. They will have 11 seconds of fate. 50 apiece. We finally got to the century mark as far as points. And I don't see too many people that have left. Do you, Greg?
I think more people are coming in, actually.
I wouldn't be surprised. I guess it's all the parents come to pick up kids. Says, why aren't my kids out here? Come in and see this game. Well, this gym is packed. I have not seen this in a while. All right, WSDP's broadcast of tonight's game is brought to you by Learning for Everyone of Canton and Ward House Financial Planning and Education of Plymouth. Learning for Everyone is located on Canton Center Road in Canton. Help students become successful at learning. Telephone number 455-4949. Ward House Financial Planning and Education is now located on Charlotte Road in Plymouth and offers instructional tapes and workshops, paycheck control, financial self-defense planning, and college financial aid information. Telephone number 459-2402. And now Justin Marcus has the basketball. 9 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And there's the whistle. And there's 3 seconds. And there's the basketball. With 5 seconds to go, they have a chance to win the basketball game and go to a yet unheard of triple overtime. Wow.
Who does get the ball here, John? Download a hard key?
Nope, it's going to be Doc. 3, 2, 1, Salem up! Triple overtime! Triple overtime! Triple overtime! Triple overtime! Oh my God! I have not seen anything like this. We're going to hit a third overtime period, and I have never, ever seen high-class, first-rate, grade A #1 basketball like this in my life.
The most exciting game.
If you smoke, please listen. Smokers don't just harm themselves. They also endanger the people around them who have no choice but to breathe their smoke. Children get more colds, bronchitis, ear infections, even pneumonia if a parent smokes. And being around a smoker may increase the risk of lung cancer for children and adults. If you don't want to quit for yourself, quit for the people you love. For a free booklet that could help, write the Will Rogers Institute, White Plains, New York.
Canton will win. I'm sticking with my decision.
Okay. Again, I'm not going to take the hover route here and go with that. I'm going to say that it's going to be the best team that comes.
Ron Hunter's loss becomes that more important in the third overtime.
You're dead right. And now Brandon Hartke to jump this one up against Dan McKeon. And Ted Dox has played 2 overtimes and 3 quarters with 3 fouls. And now Salem wins the tip, goes down to Kirk Craig, who is fouled quite rudely. So Kirk Craig will go to the line, shoot a 1-on-1, maybe 2 if they give him a shooting foul. And the foul is on Mark Bray. Kirk Craig.
I think this is Craig's first trip to the line.
It's true. And he makes it. 51-50. Here we go again. Craig's second shot is up and good. 3:58 to go in the triple overtime period. And now Brandon Hartke has the basketball. Gives it to Dox. Dox to Sanborn. Sanborn to Rob Johnson. Cross to Dox for 3. Good! Ted Dox! Ted Dox! Ted Dox! There's 3 mentions to the name for 3 points. 3:35 to go in a ball game, or in the overtime. We can't say ball game yet. We'd had 3 overtimes. 53-52 Canton. Salem has the basketball. It was tipped out of bounds. McDonald to inbound it. James McDonald to Doug Harriman. Doug Harriman passes it off to Dan McKine, driving baseline, puts up a shot, no good. Dave Ball rebound, puts up a shot, no good. Ted Dox rebound, out of bounds, off Salem, Canton ball. That touched Ted Dox's hands. I don't care what anybody says. That was off the Plymouth Canton Chiefs. And
no, I think Ted had it in his hands, and McKine knocked it out. Salem couldn't get a handle on the ball there. They were in control down low all the way. Don't know what happened.
McKine coming out. Craig's coming in.
McKine's still in there.
Okay, he was mentioning McKine's name. Excuse me there. McKine is on the floor. Ted Dox now has it for the Plymouth Canton Chiefs. Passes it off to Brandon Hartke. Now back to Dox between the rings. Looking for somewhere to go. Finds Hartke in the middle. Quadruple team. Back out to Sanborn. Now to Dox. Dox looking for somewhere to go. 2:54 in the triple overtime period. Now passes to Sanborn. Sanborn trying to find somewhere to go. Takes it out between the rings. It's always safe to keep your dribble. Now Sanborn deciding he's going to drive a bit. Pass it inside to Hartke. Hartke is double teamed by Bowen McKay. Back out to Sanborn. Now to Dox. Dox passes off Matt Ammons. Ammons back to Dox. Dox top of the key. Double team guarded. Now passes to Sanborn. Sanborn wide open. Doesn't take the shot. Instead chooses to pass it off to Dox. Dox has it. Keeps his dribble. Looking for Matt Ammons. Finds him. Back to Dox between the rings. Dox is guarded by Doug Harris. Puts up the ball. Oh, my God. Ted Dox. 56-52, 2:09 to go in the ball game. Dan McKine has it underneath for the Plymouth Salem Rocks. Passes off Dave Bull. Puts it up. Puts it in. 56-54, and it's not over yet.
2 minutes left. 56-54 Canton.
And now Mark Sanborn has the basketball. Inside to Brandon Hartke. Now passes it to Matt Ammons. Ammons to Dox. Dox not going to key up another 3. Now to Matt Ammons. Ammons to Dox. Dox keeping the basketball. Inside to Hartke. Hartke puts it up.
Oh, down low.
1:40 to go in the overtime. And it is 58-54. And Canton is on top. And now Doug Harriman has the basketball. Passes off Jason Marcus. Marcus driving inside. Whistle foul.
Sanborn, I think.
On who?
On Sanborn.
And please don't let that be his thing.
I don't think so. Sanborn's a smart player. He wouldn't foul out of the game. Only a second.
It's not that I am trying to blatantly root for the Chiefs here. That's not something I should do. Justin Marcus.
Justin Marcus.
But I don't want to see any of these great players foul out. It's really frustrating for a player. I know to sit on the bench and want to do something and you can't because you have one too many fouls. Dave Bull coming out of the game. And second shot is up and good, 58-56. Now Mark Sanborn has the basketball for Canton. James McDonald came into the ball. There's a hack on the wrist by Salem in the backcourt. Canton will go to the line and shoot two. Believe it or not, through 3 overtimes, there are players on these teams that haven't even played yet. Sanborn going to make these good? We don't know. Mark Sanborn.
Sanborn not known for his shooting prowess, but I'm sure he could.
No. Rebound, Brandon Ockey, and it's on the floor. And Evans comes out with it. There's a whistle and a foul on Plymouth Salem. And Doug Ellerman was not happy about that. Ref gave him a look, and he said, "What, me, ref?" No. Justin Marcus fouls out.
Oh, my.
I didn't think that was his fifth. So the guy that sent it to double overtime is going to the bench.
What a great game by Marcus, making every single one of his free throws, making the three-pointer at the basket.
He's gold and blue. Matt Ammons now shooting, and the ref's out toweling off the floor from where somebody hit the court, and that sweat exuding from their body just kind of took up residence on the court. Now Matt Ammons to shoot a 1-and-1, 1:15 to go in the triple overtime period. And he makes it. 59-56. 1:15 to go in the triple overtime period, as I said. And Salem of the ball immediately following this shot, unless he misses it. Second shot is up, no good. Rebound, Ted Dox. Canton keeps the basketball. Mark Sanborn now to Matt Ammons. Canton up 5. Now back to Sanborn. Sanborn is fouled. And now that's all Salem really can do.
Not yet.
1:05 to go.
We still got Doug Harriman.
Doug Harriman. Hey, if you can hit two three-pointers in less than 45 seconds, you're not out of it yet. You know, they're only 5 down. However, should Sanborn make both of these shots, it's a 3-possession game for the Plymouth Salem Rocks with 1:05. Keep in mind they had that same situation before going in at the end of regulation, and they just couldn't convert. They had the chance to win the ball game and instead went into overtime. Coming in Andres Lopez to replace number 40, James McDonald. Was that his fifth, or is that just his second?
I don't think it was his fifth.
First end of the 1-and-1 is missed, and Nate Ledbetter has the basketball. 1 minute to go in the ball game. And now, inside, Andres Lopez puts up the shot, gets the basket, gets the foul, and one! Oh, this is emotion.
Still a minute left, though. Still a minute left.
And here come the cheerleaders. And they are unaware that Salem's about to shoot free throws because they are standing on the court. First shot is up and good. 59-59. This game is tied. And now Canton has the ball with Ted Dox. 51 seconds to go. This buzzes down to now we'd have 4 overtimes. And now Matt Ammons has the basketball to Ted Dox. 42 seconds, 41, 40. Under 40 seconds to go. Oh. And off Dox's hand with 34 seconds. Oh, boy. Ouch. This one could be costly. And now, Doug Harriman with 22-21, 20, 19, 18, 17, holding for the last shot. Now driving inside, passes outside now. Harriman still has it. Getting it from past to McKine, trying to drive, finds Ledbetter. There's a whistle, there's a foul, and it's on the Chiefs!
I don't think you call a foul in that situation at all.
For the first time tonight, I agree. Sanborn has given the Rocks the ball game. And now on the line is Nate Ledbetter. All he's got to do is put the little ball in the little hoop with 2,000 people watching, TV cameras on, radio on. The shot is up. It's no good. No good. Rebound. Canton out of bounds. What? Salem ball. Salem ball. What was that? What was that? I have no idea. What was that? No idea. What was that? What was that? I don't know. And now Salem will have the basketball with 4 seconds left. Ledbetter missed a shot. If he misses it, if somebody misses this one, we have 4, count them 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, overtimes. And nobody's left. Nobody's left. We're going on 10 minutes to 10 o'clock in the evening. These players have been playing for 2 hours and 35 minutes. Some of them on the floor all of that time. And now it has come down to 4 seconds. Salem has the basketball. Under the basket. They have been running under the basket plays all night. They have been putting them in all night. And if that ball doesn't go out of bounds off that missed free throw, we have quadruple overtime. But as is, Salem has the basketball. Kirk Craig's inbounding, looking for somewhere to go underneath. He's looking for somewhere to go. Finds Andres Lopez, puts up the shot, no good! And we're going to 4! We've gone to 4 overtime periods, and I am going god-awful nuts. I have not seen anything.
Come on, boys! You can do it! That's right! Keep it up!
Oh, what a block! Way to handle the ball, Denny.
Nice shot! Come on, coach! The kid's awful! You guys stink! Yeah, let's see him fight! Kill him!
He'll never hit the ball. Hey, Ruff, what game are you watching?
I've never seen anything like this. We have played 16 minutes of, 12 minutes of extra basketball. By the time it is over, we will have played possibly 16 or more extra minutes of basketball. We are into the 4th extra period. And I'll tell you, picket fences ratings on CBS here in Plymouth are seriously hampered by this one. Because I don't think anybody's going to leave in the next 10 minutes to catch it. And there are 4 minutes. 240 seconds set on that scoreboard clock for the 4th time tonight. I've never seen anything like this. And it's jumped up again, this time controlled by Doug Harriman. And the clock starts yet again. And Doug Harriman has the basketball between the rings. And now passes off to Andres Lopez inside. Kirk Craig puts it up, puts it in.
Good play by Salem.
And our statistician next to me, or our spotter next to me, just went wild over that basket. It's only 2 points. But now Rob Johnson has the basketball for the Chiefs. Now to Mark Sanborn. Sanborn to Dox. Puts it up. Good! For two. He finally put it in for 2. He came down over the line. And now Doug Harriman has it again with 3:05 to go in the overtime period. Now to Nate Ledbetter looking inside for Dan Mackay and puts it up. Good!
They're just pounding it down low.
63-61, and again, Canton is faced with a need to score or play defense. I think they'd prefer to score and play defense both. Now, inside, tipped out of bounds, going Canton way. 2:43 to go in the overtime. And I have never been witness to a quadruple overtime game in any sport.
Neither have I. Absolutely amazing.
This is nuts. And you see Dr. McKenzie on one side, Mr. Ostheim on the other, rooting on their respective teams. Whistle, foul. Off the inbound pass. What's the call? And the players are they lining up on the free throw line? No. It'll be Canton's ball, the out of bounds. Kick ball was the call. Now Mark Sanborn to Ted Dox. Ted Dox, Magic Man, gives it up to Matt Ammons. Ammons to Sanborn. Sanborn driving, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound, Matt Ammons puts up the shot, no good, but a foul. He was hacked on the wrist.
Sanborn driving through the lane. Last time he did that, he got clobbered. I'm kind of surprised to see that happen.
Hey, he says, if I got to sacrifice my body one more time, we're going to get 2 points at least. Or at least I'm going to do my best to try. Matt Ammons shooting 2. He made 2 key ones in the last overtime. But this one, and it's good! 2:28 is 63-62. Plymouth Salem up on Plymouth Canton. Second shot up. Good! 63-all. And this is the barn burner, folks. Now, Doug Harriman has it for the Salem Rocks. He's driving the lane, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound, Rob Johnson. Rips it down. First shot Salem's missed this period. Gives it up, Ted Dox, brings it up the floor. Now, Mark Sanborn. Inside Brandon Harkey, double dribble. I saw that before the ref called it. He picked it up, put it back down, and you can't do that. And now long outlet pass. Stolen. Ted Dox tips it off to Brandon Harkey. Too long of an inbound pass. Now to Mark Sanborn. To Ted Dox. For 3. No good. Rebound. Andres Lopez. 1:44 to go in the ballgame. Canton should not have taken that 3. I think Dox got too much caught up in emotions and wanted to hit another one. And now ball going to bounce off Salem. It's Canton's ball. And again, that didn't...
Kirk Craig's sort of way. That's careless.
I don't know. 1:30 to go in the overtime.
Keep in mind, possession arrow is still in favor of Canton.
Yeah, it hasn't changed.
Since the second overtime, hasn't changed.
Brandon Harkey now has it. Gives it off. Matt Ammons. Ammons to Dox. Dox keeps it. And now gives it off Brandon Harkey to Sanborn. 1:10 to go in the overtime period. In the fourth overtime period to be exact. And he's still keeping it. 1 minute to go. Sanborn still has it.
They're just eating away the time now.
And Brandon Harkey, do you want to do that? Well, you got to get 3 seconds, Brandon.
Yeah.
Passes off to Sanborn. Now to Matt Ammons. Gives it to Rob Johnson. Johnson with 45 seconds and counting. Now to Sanborn. Sanborn, watch it.
Sanborn, start your dribble.
And he does. Puts it on the floor. And he's still being pressured. He can't go anywhere with the basketball. And 30 seconds to go. They've held it for over a minute. And now Rob Johnson gives it to Mark Sanborn. Now to Brandon Hartke. Now to Matt Ammons. Still on the perimeter. Now to
20 seconds left in overtime. You better give it to Ted.
Risky passes. Now Dox driving inside. Puts up a shot. He is fouled. No, he commits his fifth. You know, he is fouled.
Ted Dox is fouled.
With 12 seconds to go.
12 seconds left.
In the overtime.
Do we see Harriman put up the three if he makes both of them?
You know that. Because Marcus is on the bench. He fouled out. So
Harriman...
or whoever has the ball, for that matter, for Plymouth Salem, is going to gun something up. And the way they've been shooting, they could really make it, too. Dox puts up the first. No good.
And we hear heckles from the crowd.
Again. And there's boos now coming, which is in direct contrast to the good sports to winners motto here. Now it doesn't take a three. Second shot up, no good. Rebound, Nate Ledbetter. Giving it to Doug Gehrman. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. To Kirk Craig's up, no good. Bumping tussle up. We're going to 5 overtimes. We're going to 5 overtimes.
My goodness.
I have never,
cannot believe it.
ever seen anything like this. 5. And we're going to
Andres Lopez had a chance to win it.
Every 90 minutes, somewhere in the United States, a vehicle and a train collide at a grade crossing. Look, listen, and live.
And I have no voice to scream much anymore. So you're going to see a calm, cool, and collected by Forrest Krieger.
Keep in mind that a lot of people have 4 fouls, and if they don't have enough players for a full team, then they're going to have to forfeit, I think.
But there's enough players on the bench that haven't played yet, Greg.
Yeah.
That, we can
keep in mind, Sam McGrath is injured. He can come in. Sam McGrath hasn't seen any time at all today. I don't know if he can play, but I'm sure he's ready to go in if his team needs him.
Anybody's ready to go in, Greg.
I'm ready to go in.
All right. Yeah, you want to get that jersey on? I don't think you do.
I got my cross-country jersey in my locker so I can run in and go get it, put it on.
I don't think that's legal. Jump is up, controlled, nobody out of bounds, going Salem's way. So the possession arrow will be in Canton's favor. Hasn't changed. We are in 5 overtimes here. And I don't know how much more of this I can take. And now the fans...
10 o'clock.
Yeah, because of fatigue, some of the fans starting to leave. Andres Lopez, as the ball driving inside, puts it up off the bottom of the backboard, out of bounds, Salem's ball. And that was a good call. That was a good call. And Canton did touch that one out. It is 3:50 to go. 5th overtime. Salem with the basketball, whistle, hat. And now Salem will go to the line. Please don't let it be on Dox. That's what Coach Dan Young is saying. And Brandon Hartke, his third. And so nobody's fouled out as of yet. And Doug Gehrman puts up the first of 2. He makes it. Seems Salem keeps scoring the first points of overtime on free throws.
Yeah.
And now, second shot is up and good. 65-63. The Rocks up 2. Whoever wins this game, it doesn't matter. 5 overtimes. They've almost played 3 periods of extra basketball. 3 full regulation periods. They've played 5 extra stanzas. Can you imagine if these are full 8-minute periods? Matt Emmons has the ball for the Chiefs. Now it's Ted Dox. Now to Mark Sanborn, 3:26 to go. Now, you know, if Ted Dox had only made one of those free throws at the end, this would be over.
Yeah.
Now, Brandon Hartke, back to Dox. Dox to Sanborn. Sanborn, top of the key, now shifting toward us here on the near sideline. He's still got his dribble. 3:04 to go in the overtime. 3 minutes now. Now to Matt Ammons, to Brandon Hartke between the rings. 2:55. Sanborn has the basketball. That pass was almost stolen by Ledbetter. And now Sanborn up a beautiful screen. Has a shot rejected. Andres Lopez driving down, puts it up.
He misses the layup.
Ted Dox will give it away, though. And now Doug Harriman bringing it back out.
Smart move by Doug Harriman.
Dox was tripped, but who cares? And now Harriman misses the layup. And Rob Johnson is fouled.
Misses the layup.
I haven't seen Harriman ever miss the layup, let alone in the fifth overtime of a game that they've been playing for 2 hours and 45 minutes. You think he's maybe a bit tired, Greg? Craig's leaving the ball game. He's fouled out. Rob Johnson, number 15. And this gym is not emptied out one bit. It's a sweat box right now. Johnson, first shot up and no good. Rebound, Matt Ammons. Now Ted Dox. So Canton retain possession. Now Ammons still should have keyed that three up. Deciding to play it safe instead. Gives it now to Dox. 2:12. Canton got 2 breaks with 2 missed layups. They got to convert now. Rob Johnson has 2:05 to go in the fifth overtime. Long pass to Ted Dox. Now out to Mark Sanborn. Sanborn driving in now. Forced back out. 1:58 to go in the overtime. In the fifth extra stanza. Now driving in. Forced back out. Pass to Ted Dox. Almost stolen. Dox keys up for 3. No good. Bad shot. And now with 1:44 to go, it's Salem's game to win. And now to Dan McKine. Dan McKine up and puts that one in. And I don't know if Canton can come back from that. 1:28 to go. Dox should not have teed up for that 3. He got way too caught up in emotion. And he took a bad shot off the mark. And now with 1:18 left, all Salem's got to do is let Canton score. And Sanborn walk. It's Salem's game now.
I don't know.
There won't be a 6th overtime, ladies and gentlemen. Not after that walk. And I'm disappointed to see it end. And it all started when Dox teed up for an ill-advised 3. $1:14 to go in the overtime. Let's remind you that WSDP's broadcast of tonight's game is brought to you by Learning for Everyone of Canton and Wordhouse Financial Planning and Education at Plymouth. Learning for Everyone is located on Canton Center Road in Canton and helps students learn with and help students become successful at learning. Telephone number 455-4949. Wordhouse Financial Planning and Education is now located on Sheldon Road in Plymouth and offers instructional kits and workshops. Paycheck control, financial self-defense planning, and college financial aid information. Telephone number 459-2402. And Greg, you think Canton's going to come back from that walk?
I don't know.
That's the first time I've heard you waver all night.
Players are getting tired. I don't know. I hope so.
1:14 to go in this overtime. Salem with the basketball because Mark Sanborn chose to walk. And now, the inbounds pass to Doug Harriman. Now passes it up. Salem with Dan McKine keeping it on the perimeter. And now inside, hack on the wrist, and a foul by Canton. And Canton, I think, had to start doing that. Not by choice, but by necessity.
Foul on number 40, Matt Evans. 30 seconds. Going to the line, number 42, Dan McKay.
And McKay's got the nickname Sky. You're seeing why. And McKay, did he make a shot with all this deafening noise? And I don't really know what to say about this. I don't know what Canton's strategy is going to be. You got any views, Greg?
I don't know what you can do. Probably just give it to either Dante Scott or Ted. Let him shoot up the three.
McKay makes his first. This is slowly locking the game up for the Salem Rocks. 5 after 10 in the evening right now. Eastern Standard Time. Second shot up and good. And now Canton's got to make 2 threes in 55 seconds. Here's Doc. Here's the first. Oh, boy! Oh! Could we see another 2-3 performance? 43 seconds. And Harriman driving down to McKay and puts up a shot at 6. And Canton won't come back from that one. Canton will not come back from that one. Giving it off to Sanborn, putting it up, no good. And Dox will grab the rebound. He's got to key it up, and he's got to do it now. He puts it up and... Good! Yes! 25 seconds! I may stand corrected. They're only down 2. And now, there is a whistle. And a foul.
Dox's last foul, I think.
But why, Ted, would you commit that foul? And Dox...
Oh, no.
Has fouled out of the ball game. With his Chiefs down to 18 seconds left. Ted Dox is out of the ball game.
Ted Dox leaves with 28 points. 28 points.
Ovation. Ted Dox.
Richly deserved. 7 threes for Teddy. 7 threes.
Since what? He's got, 40 points tonight?
28.
And now we all again have 18 seconds on the clock. Do you remember this, Greg?
Who do you give it to? Who do you give it to the 3? Who do you give it to?
Dante Scott. So I think Dan Young is going to put Dante Scott into the ball game. 69-71. And the cheerleaders behind us, the Canton cheerleaders, with that infamous "Let's Go Chiefs" chant.
7 threes.
Tonight's broadcast of
7
tonight's
three-pointers.
game is brought to you by Learning for Everyone of Canton and Where About Financial Planning and Education.
Showing why he's committed to Moorhead State. Why he's going to play Division 1A.
Hey, he deserves it. Any guy can make 7. Clutch, and I mean clutch. Threes in a game. Deserves to play Division 1 ball. I'm surprised Michigan didn't sign him. They need some 3-point shooting right now.
Yeah.
And now the celebration is only 18 seconds away for these Salem Rocks. Barring the impossible that Doug Harriman would miss one of these shots. That's not going to happen, though. I wish it would, but it's not. First shot is up and good. It is 72-69. He makes this shot at Salem's game. And this shot is up. Good! Salem's ball game, barring a miracle. Now Mark Sanborn has the basketball. Puts up the 3. No good. Air ball. Salem's ball. 12 seconds. That's it.
He touched it. Salem touched it.
And the fans chanting air ball. 12 seconds left. And they're just going to run up the clock. 9. Dave Ball with the slam. Salem. They took us to 5 overtimes, but we took it out of your gym, baby. And you know what? You can't do anything about it but watch. That's what Dave Ball said. Hello. I've been waiting all game, and the clock has expired. Our final score through 5 overtimes. 5 overtimes is Plymouth Canton 69, Plymouth Salem 75. We're going to send it back to our studio.